Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Out of Boston, and today we're back for episode number 10 of my Pittsburgh Pirates franchise here on MLB 17, the show. So we've got game 163 between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Washington Nationals battling out for that second wild card, the right to face off against the San Francisco Giants in the NL wildcard game. Joe Ross will be on the mound for Washington tonight, a 2.85 ERA. For Washington this season, pretty good, much better than the real life Joe Ross, who was struggling in his third season with Washington. It is McCutchen going down on the breaking ball to end off the first inning. A.J. Schugel will be opposite Ross in this matchup. Schugel, a 2.44 ERA this year, got called up early on in the season. We had a pitching injury, and he performed very well throughout. Washington's lineup does not feature Bryce Harper tonight. He has the night off in the biggest game of the year. Don't really know what kind of logic that is in the game. I guess he would have been tired, but still, I would think he would be playing in the biggest game of the season. And Brian Goodwin getting thrown out at first, or at second, I should say, right there by Cervelli on the caught stealing to end off the first inning. So we head to the top of the second. It's Gregory Polanco at the dish, leading things off. Ross from the full windup. Polanco grounds that one down the first base line. That does get by the first baseman lid. Now Polanco looking for two. Goodwin's throw is going to be not in time. So Polanco's got himself a leadoff double in the top half of the second. It is Cervelli. He earns the walk right there as Ross misses with a high fastball. So 2 men on, and now 3 batters later, 2 men down for Alan Hansen. And he's got an RBI chance. He swings and misses, but the ball gets by Wieters, and that is going to allow everyone to advance. So bases loaded for Schugel now. He is going to go down on the fastball. Ross escaping the jam there as we leave 3 on base. Bottom half of the second, Adam Lind up. He's got a full count, and he's going to go down on the changeup. Good off-speed stuff from Schugel, getting his first strikeout of the evening. Now Joey Butler up with 2 strikes. He's pretty much always worth a free strikeout in this game, and he goes down on the 2-seam fastball. Now it is the pitcher Joe Ross with a man on first and 1 down. He's going to bunt this one over to the first baseman Bell, who will toss it to Harrison covering for the second out. Next batter is Trey Turner with 2 men down and a man in scoring position. That one just gets by Josh Harrison into center field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around, and he is safe. It was the catcher Lobaton running, so Marte had a shot at him, but could not get the throw there in time. Now Brian Goodwin up with 2 down, runner going. This one hit towards center field. Marte on the run. He makes the play for the third and final out. So Shugel's out of the jam. The Nationals strike first, and they have a 1-0 lead here. Top half of the fourth, Josh Bell at the dish. Facing Joe Ross with 1 man down. He lines one towards right center field, and it's a diving play by Chris Heisey, showing off the range right there. An incredible catch to rob Josh Bell of what could have been extra bases if it had gotten by the diving Heisey. That is a swing and miss by Daniel Murphy. Schugel getting a strikeout with the curveball right there. And now later in the bottom half of the fourth inning, Rendon up with 1 man down. He's going to hit one towards second. Nice play by Harrison in the hole. We've seen a couple good defensive plays so far tonight. That would be a theme throughout. Adam Lind now with 2 men down. Schugel trying to get him 1-2-3. That one is fouled to left field. Almost a home run right there, but it just hooked foul. Now it is Lind with 2 strikes on him. He is going to somehow make contact with that one, but just grounded softly to the first baseman Bell, who will take it himself to retire the side. Top half of the fifth, Schugel up with the man on. He's looking for the bunt, but he pops it up, and Rendon with a nice running catch. Schugel unsuccessful moving the man over, so the man is going to decide to do it himself. That's Alan Hansen stealing second base there, so we do get the man in scoring position with 1 out now for Marte, and Marte is going to tag this one to deep left center field. That is going to 1 hop up, or 2 hop up off the fence right there. Marte rounding second, heading for third, and he is in there with a head first slide. It's an RBI triple for Starling Marte, who gets the Pirates on the board here, and now he has a chance to score a run himself. It's Lowry blooping one towards center, and that is going to fall. So an RBI base knock for Jed Lowry gives the Pirates the lead here 2-1 in the top half of the 5th inning. Polanco up 2 batters later with 2 men down. He is going to take that pitch, a runner going, and McCutchen is out. McCutchen had grounded into the fielder's choice, so he was aboard there, but he gets caught stealing. So bottom of the 5th now, Jason Worth up. He is just browsing at that curveball. Schugel finding the corner of the zone there for the strikeout. And you guys already know what I said about Joey Butler. Usually worth a free strikeout. And yep, there he is taking that 2-seamer. So Schugel with another strikeout. And now we skip ahead to the top half of the 6th. It is Cervelli up with a full count and 1 man down. He is going to swing and miss at the changeup. Ross picking up a strikeout. Now bottom half of the 6th, manager Justy Baker using a Bryce Harper to lead off this half inning. Instead of waiting for a higher leverage spot, interesting choice by Baker, but at least he didn't use him with 2 outs or something like that. Or, you know, in a situation where there'd be no one on with 2 outs, that would be kind of a waste. So Harper does reach here to lead off the inning. The next batter, Trey Turner, He is going to ground this one right to the second baseman Harrison, flip to Hansen for one onto first, and they turn the 4-6-3 double play on the speedy Trey Turner. So that's going to be a big double play ball for Schugel. Now 2 down in the inning. Next batter is Brian Goodwin, and he is going to ground this one to the third baseman. So Schugel utilizing the off-speed stuff and the sinker to get some ground balls. And he is out of the inning now, top 7. Hansen up with a man on and no one out. He's going to rip one towards the gap, deep right center field. And that is going to catch some fence right there. Runners rounding, but we will end up holding the runner at third there. Possibly could have gotten him because of the poor throw from the cutoff man, but either way, second and third now with no one out for John Jaso. Pinch hitting for Schugel, whose night will be done. And Jaso striking out on the changeup right there. So 1 man down. Next batter is going to be Starling Marte. He is going to be intentionally walked by the National bullpen. So the bases are going to be loaded for Jed Lowry, who's up with 1 man down. And he's going to ground this one to the first baseman. Lynn to second for 1. Back to first in time. A 3-6-3 double play. And the Nationals are out of the jam. A huge double play ball. And that looked like Coda Glover there getting out of the jam there for Washington. So it stays a 1-run game. Tyler Glasnow going to come on out of the bullpen to pitch the 7th inning. He's got to face Daniel Murphy to get things going. A 3-2 count. And this pitch is hit to deep center field. Marte back at the wall. It's gone. And Daniel Murphy ties the game up with a solo shot to lead off the bottom half of the 7th inning as we are all knotted up at 2. Marte mistiming the jump, didn't quite get there in time. I don't even know if I had perfectly timed that, if he could have gotten up high enough. But Glasnow, the 6'7" right-hander, giving up the solo shot and the lead at that. Here's a nice play from Lowry playing in the shift. Typically a third baseman, but he did come up as a shortstop, so some familiarity with that part of the diamond, making a nice play in the hole. And we are on to the top half of the 8th. It's Polanco getting things started with a leadoff base hit to left field right there, off of the lefty Sammy Salas. Now it is Cervelli up with 1 man down. Polanco on the move. Swing and a miss from Cervelli. The throw down not in time. Polanco moving himself into scoring position. Cervelli with a chance to give the Pirates the lead. With 1 man out, he grounds this one to the third baseman. Rendon, confused by Polanco, throws to second and not in time. So everyone's going to be safe. Next batter is Josh Bell with a huge opportunity here for Pittsburgh, but he swings and misses on the changeup, getting tied up with the off-speed. Harrison's turn with 2 men down. He's going to hit this one into left center field for a base hit. Runner rounding third. He will score. There goes Cervelli to third. He will be safe. And that is going to put runners on second and third with 2 down for Hansen, who will just take that sinker for strike 3. So Salas out of the inning, but the Pirates retake the lead on the RBI base knock from Josh Harrison. And then Joey Butler time. It means it's strikeout time for the Nationals. So there we go. Glasnow with a strikeout there. 2 down for Ryan Zimmerman. Full count. And he is going to swing and miss at the breaking ball. So Glasnow protects the lead in the 8th, gives us 2 solid innings of relief. And we will in all likelihood be turning it to Tony Watson in the 9th. But it's Jordy Mercer getting things started with a pinch hit single to lead off the top half of the 9th. So we got 1 man on for Starling Marte. He's already got 1 extra base hit tonight. Let's make it 2. That one is going to be lined deep to left center field. That will go all the way to the wall. Another line shot to the same part of the ballpark as his last extra base hit. So Marte with a double and a triple so far tonight. It is Lowry's turn. 3-1 count. He is going to ground this one in between the hole. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Marte rounding third. The throw home not in time, as Marte takes advantage of a throw that Lobaton could not handle. And we score a pair right there. Now a runner on third after a sacrifice fly. It's Polanco ripping one to deep right field and gone into the Nationals bullpen. And it's a 2-run home run for Gregory Polanco. The Pirates now taking a 7-2 lead. As just like that, it is a 4-run inning for Pittsburgh so far. And they lead the game by 5 at this point, looking pretty good for Pittsburgh still with Tony Watson warming up in the bullpen. Polanco, his 22nd home run of the year. So we will turn the game over to Watson, coming on with his 2.35 ERA so far this season. A dominant year as closer, the first as the full-time closer for the Pirates. That ball's grounded to first. Bell will take it to the bag himself, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are moving on to the NL Wild Card round. They win the second wild card, or they clinch the second wild card, I should say. And no on-field celebration for Pittsburgh, of course. Why would we celebrate winning a game 163? Not like that is a big deal or anything. We're just going to have a normal end-of-game celebration because, you know, we're going to keep it classy here in Pittsburgh. That's what we do. We've been here before, and you know how that goes. So we move on. We will be taking on the San Francisco Giants in the NL Wildcard game. That will be the next episode. And it does look like we're going to have Garrett Cole ready for that one. Should be a good pitching matchup. Garrett Cole versus Madison Bumgarner. Hope you guys are excited for that one. Thanks for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And I'm out. Peace.